What's going on, everybody? Jokertone here, and while I was editing my videos today from Five Nights at Freddy last night, I had gotten a message from somebody I talked to concerning Power Rangers. As you all might be aware of, I'm a big fan of Power Rangers. I have been since I was a very little kid, and I was told that at Powermorphicon, I think it was like yesterday or the day before, they announced the new team for next year, Power Rangers Dino Charge. Now, I don't want to brag or anything, but I kind of knew this was going to happen, just by the fact of, well, by this, I don't know, just I had a feeling. You know, I take that back that I said I really don't know why I knew this was going to happen. But back when they had first announced Dino Charge was going to be happening next year, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember whether it was beginning of this year or end of last year that they announced Dino Charge. I honestly can't remember. But when they did, I knew for a fact. I was like, oh, okay, so they're coming in 2015. So they're probably going to show the cast at the 2014 Powermorphicon. Kind of on. I guess if I had to pick a reasoning, it was probably because when they announced Megaforce, it was the Powermorphicon before Megaforce released. Because let's see, Megaforce was 2012, or no, Megaforce was 2013. That Powermorphicon 2012 was where they announced Megaforce. And as you guys can see, this is the new team of the Dino Charge Rangers, the 5 of them. They did announce names with each Ranger, like, oh, Green Ranger this, Black Ranger that. I don't know if those are the official names for the Rangers, or they're just the actors' names. I'm assuming since a good amount of them gave them last names, they're probably the actors' names, just because more times than not, the Rangers don't usually have their last name revealed, depending on the season, I guess. But, or depending on whatever. So I don't know if the ones said in this video that I saw where I got this picture from, it did show names, but again, I don't know if they're the real names. I'll put a link in the description to the video where I got this screenshot from, so you guys can take a look at it as well. It's Ranger Cast, I think that they're called, or something like that, the blog that does all the Power Ranger stuff. But yeah, so honestly, this team looks pretty good. It seems like we have a very diverse team this time around. Not saying that we really haven't. I mean, Samurai, they had a diverse team. They had, like... I like when the team consists of more than just, no offense, white people. Like RPM, they had a good mix. Samurai did a little bit. They had a few. Antonia was annoying, but whatever. That was just him. That wasn't anything against anybody. But basically what I'm saying is I like this team, how this team looks. It's very interesting. Not really what I was expecting. It looks like I don't know whether the Red Ranger, and this is not trying to be racist, whatever. This is not trying to be racist or anything. But I'm not sure if the Red Ranger is Asian or maybe some type of Hispanic ethnicity. We do have an African American Pink Ranger. Green and black are white, and they honestly look like they can be brothers, and blue is Asian. And blue, from what I've read from the character bios that they were originally going with for this show, the Blue Ranger is supposed to be kind of like an ancient caveman type thing, so I think he could probably pull that off fairly well. But yeah, this team looks very good, and I like the Pink Ranger. She looks like she can hold her own, considering she's like basically the only girl until Violet comes in later on. But yeah, so good Ranger choices. I'll put a link in the description for the video where I got this screenshot from, and there's probably a bunch of other videos. Another thing that I wanted to mention that I literally just saw before I made this video was that Apparently, there's rumors going around about Austin St. John, who played Jason, in talks with Austin St. John, who played Jason in Mighty Morphin, is apparently in talks with Saban to be in Dino Charge. I don't have a problem with that. Kinda, sorta, if they don't make him a Ranger. I will say right off the bat, I'm a huge Jason David Frank fan, but I kinda don't want him in Dino Charge. Because let's be honest here. The dude's been actually technically 4.5 different Rangers. He doesn't need to be another one. Okay, give somebody else a chance. I like when they get fresh new faces. It was cool in Dino Thunder where he came back as the mentor, and then it kind of and then became a Ranger. And if they go that way, because if you look at what is it? Buden Sentai, Kyuju. I'm probably pronouncing that so wrong. Kiryu Silver, has kind of a physique that Austin St. John's going with these days. Like Austin St. John is kind of not fat, but like he's got some meat to him now, like a lot more meat than when he was younger. And I feel like they could potentially make him the Silver Ranger. Which would kind of make sense. And I know how when I saw that post, I commented saying that they probably have a good amount of the production already done. Yes and no. If they're still doing the same thing where they break it up 20 episodes per year, which is completely stupid, by the way. To have more of a hiatus than the actual time that the show is supposed to be on for. I think they should just do the 40 for 1 year, but whatever. You kinda could get him to be the Silver Ranger. I mean, if you took, like, aside from the Gold Ranger, if you took the Cyan, the Violet, the Silver, and the Gray Rangers, and kind of brought Power Rangers from Mighty Morphin and maybe even Dino Thunder back and make them Rangers, then that kind of is cool. I mean, since you're kind of going with the theme of bringing back past, like, Dino Rangers. But I still refuse to think it's a good idea. I think every team should be a fresh start with fairly good actors, at least. Because, come on, I mean, RPM had this great cast, and then we got Samurai. Like, come on now. But, yeah, so that's the team. I'll also put a link in the description for that Austin St. John thing. I'm not sure whether it was an article or just somebody talking about it. I'll try and find it. Yeah. And so, yeah, this is our team. Very interesting lineup. I like it. I have really high hopes. Aside from maybe the Green Ranger looks promising. I don't know. You can't really go by looks these days. Look-wise, they look better than Samurai and Megaforce by far. But once yet again, honestly, we won't know until the first episode hits, and we still have the rest of the Super Megaforce and the Legend War to get to first, so that should be fun. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. Links in the description, and I'll see you next time. Bye.